Thank you very much for joining me. I'm meteorologist Brian Shields, and thank you for taking the time to subscribe. I do appreciate it. I've been seeing it the last few days. All right, let's get right to it. Don't want to ever waste your time. We have this big disturbance right here moving through parts of Jamaica, Haiti, Bahamas, Dominican Republic, Turks and Caicos, and more on the way. Look at this moisture that is building that will be sliding our way over the next couple of days. So a lot of us have gotten into the wet season. If you've gotten some rain the last few days, more is coming, at least a high likelihood of that. I know some of us still way too dry, been tracking that. Mexico, Belize, for example, still watching out for many areas that need the rain. Let me break it down. Plus, I want to take a look ahead through the month of June and into July next month. We'll do that in a moment. Now, here's what's going on. An old tropical wave, it's really kind of just moisture now tied to a front. The wave itself kind of passed by. So one here, and then we have this new one that's sliding into the Eastern Caribbean. Another batch of moisture here, another tropical wave, and a new one coming off the coast of Africa. I am not seeing any signs of development out of those. I'll show you that in a moment. You can see here another blob coming off the coast of Africa. Now, this time of year, they're pretty far to the south. As we get into the deeper into the season, later this month into July, these tropical waves are going to be a little bit more to the north, and that is very important because the more north they are, the better chance they have to spin. Things that are more closer to the poles spin more. There's not a lot spinning down toward the equator. So with that said, things are going to be more conducive for development as the season goes on. Now, let me take a snapshot ahead. Then I want to get into the computer models with these disturbances moving in and the island by island rain totals in a moment. This here is the June rain outlook. So you see the Gulf of Mexico, here's Mexico, and this is a problem. Where you're seeing this green or blue shading, it's not only some wet weather, but it's above average rain as we go throughout the month of June. And we were talking about this a couple months ago. I was showing you that June outlook, it's right on track. Mexico, for the most part, below average, where you're seeing this kind of orange or yellow shading here. But later in the month, over toward Belize, the rain chance will be ticking up. Yucatan and Mexico over toward parts of Honduras. Now, a lot of moisture building throughout the Caribbean, and we are now seeing the signs of that. We've seen it the last few days, and I mentioned more on the way. And that is an ingredient and an eventual ingredient for tropical storms and hurricanes to develop. But with that said, moisture is such a good thing. We need it, filling up the cisterns in many spots. We've had issues with the livestock. So I like to pass along the good news. And the good news is many of us now are getting rain. Still need some in other spots. Now, looking ahead to July, look how the above average rain really does stretch all the way back toward the southeast U.S., right through the Bahamas. Now, this is going to be critical in July because July, not only is there going to be extra moisture around, and that does include Mexico, but the conditions above our heads are going to be more conducive for some development. So a higher likelihood as we get deeper into the hurricane season that we are going to get a lot of development out there. Doesn't mean we're going to get hit. It'll be a wait and see, but the moisture is about to be in place. It already is for some of us. Now, I want to show you the wind shear in a moment after this. Let me show you what's going on here. So we have this old batch of rain still around central, southern Bahamas, Cuba, a few storms scattered about across Jamaica. We have some of the rain, Haiti, Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico had some showers in the Cayman Islands, St. Lucia, Barbados. We've had some very welcome rain, still some rain around in spots. We've had some scattered rain down through Trinidad and Tobago. Now, this is today, and you still see the areas of rain. This is going to lead to isolated flooding. Honduras, Nicaragua, Costa Rica, Panama, scattered showers, Guyana and Suriname, still that. But look what happens by the time we get into tomorrow and really the week ahead. This moisture starts to lift away, but it's still kind of there. As this pulls away, you get that tail end action, just that feed of tropical moisture moving into the northern Caribbean. But the next tropical wave also starts to move in. Even us in the northeastern Caribbean, Antigua, Barbuda, St. Martin, Statia, for example, will get a better chance of rain. And this here is Tuesday. There's the tail end of this moisture. And there's that new batch that will be headed our way. And that's why I mentioned more is coming. There's some of the rain over toward Panama, Belize. We're still way too dry, but there's some of the rain as we work our way into our Tuesday. You see it moving into the Eastern Caribbean. So we're not going to see days and days of rain, but at times, almost each day, we'll have that chance of some rain. Not all day stuff, but scattered showers. Still, even on Wednesday, scattered showers staying with us. The wet season arriving, and you see here as we work our way back toward the northern Caribbean, still some rain. Bahamas, not as much as the week goes on. Next couple days, the better chance, and then it will start to lessen. But watching some of the rain around Puerto Rico, for example, and then we'll see a buildup of some rain later this week, trying to creep toward the western Caribbean, and still the scattered showers and storms in Jamaica. Point being, it's getting active, and as we go over the next couple weeks, more of this moisture will move to the west. So we have these blobs of rain. Well, why aren't they developing? The water temperatures are so very warm. Well, that's just one ingredient. The other's what's going on up top, and that's the wind shear. There's a lot of wind shear. Those are hostile winds up above our heads that would rip any system trying to develop apart. And that is some good news. That would be great if we had more of that during the hurricane season. And while this is going to be an active season, sometimes there are different ingredients that are really hard to see coming. Saharan dust, pockets of dry air. Sometimes you get some pockets of wind shear that you don't expect. So a wait and see on how bad, so to speak, the season will be. It's going to be active, but we'll see where these storms go together. In the short term, there's a lot of wind shear, and that's good. So I don't expect any development, and I want to show you the rain totals though with this system in a moment. Now, as far as the seas go, here meters, feet on the right hand side of your screen to keep you covered no matter what you like to use. With these disturbances nearby, nothing crazy, but running about 2.5 meters, upwards of 7 to 9 feet over the next few days, just where this disturbance is and that new tropical wave is. This is as we work our way into our Monday, and then this here by Tuesday. You see Eastern Caribbean, it is going to be a bit choppier, not so much in the Gulf, watching a little system getting closer to Texas. Western and Central Caribbean, seas not bad at all. Now look at these rain totals, and let me swing you around. So hang with me. This is Cuba, Cayman Islands, Jamaica, scattered showers and storms, but we are going to see a swath of some heavier rain the next few days, and some repeat showers and storms. Again, this takes us through our Sunday, Monday into Tuesday, so this is a 3-day total. Anywhere from the U.S. British Virgin Islands stretching back toward Haiti, somewhere in there, we're going to have some spots getting easily over 100 millimeters of rain or 4 inches of rain. That's going to lead to some flooding, dangerous river crossings, and watching out for the mudslide potential. Now, this big batch here may be a little bit more over here, or it could be a little bit more over here. It's a wait and see, but I'm giving you that heads up that we are going to see some bigger areas of rain in some spots. Not as much in the northern Bahamas, Freeport, for example. Get toward the southern Bahamas where we could have some of those higher rain totals. And we've been getting some rain, welcome rain in spots across the Bahamas, but watching over toward the U.S. and British Virgin Islands, St. Croix, St. Thomas, you see Puerto Rico, watching out for that chance of scattered storms. Scattered in where we get those downpours over 4 inches of rain. That's going to lead to some flooding in parts of Puerto Rico. Of course, that'll cause trouble with the power grid. And then finally, a little uptick, Antigua, Barbuda, Montserrat, Guadeloupe, Dominica. We've had some rain, more rain around across Dominica the next few days, swinging from Dominica to the south, St. Lucia, Barbados, St. Vincent the Grenadines, Grenada, Trinidad and Tobago. Scattered rain and storms over 50 millimeters of rain or 2 inches of some rain. ABC Islands, mainly on the dry side, Aruba, Curacao, and Bonaire. So there's that moisture feed there, and there's that next tropical wave that is moving in. Watching out for some storms across the U.S. There's Mexico too, dry. Now there's a little disturbance here. You see it out in the eastern Pacific. So we're south here of Mexico, off to the southwest of Guatemala and El Salvador. This may flare up a little bit more, not seeing a big threat there, but I'll see if there's going to be any development. I'll be watching that on the eastern Pacific side. Mexico, though, a stray shower or storm. Here's that rain as we work our way back toward parts of the Bahamas, over toward Haiti and the DR, scattered about over toward Jamaica. Still a chance of a few showers in the Cayman Islands. I'll show you the 3-day forecast in a second, but there's some of that rain that's going to be nearby the eastern Caribbean as we go throughout the week. So some days will be dry, others days we'll see some rain moving in, more of that active pattern as tropical waves continue to pump in. This is our Tuesday outlook, and you see it right there. Jumping over here, you see Mexico, not much rain. Same thing over toward Belize. It would be a very stray chance of a shower. Honduras to the south, a better chance. Nicaragua, we'll see some higher totals either right on the coast on the Caribbean side or inland, or at least as we work our way into our western zones and some of the higher terrain. Scattered showers showers around, jumping up to the north here over toward Newfoundland, and you get over toward Nova Scotia. You can see some scattered showers as well back toward the mid-Atlantic. So an unsettled pattern, kind of a swirly pattern as we work our way forward from Sunday into Monday. You see that broad spin around as we work our way into tomorrow. Not as much Atlantic region of Canada. Chance of a few showers, but with that broad spin around every now and then, that'll filter in a few showers, especially Newfoundland. Elevated seas and some breezier conditions by the time we get into Tuesday. So scattered showers and storms for us in Jamaica. Thank you in the comments. You've been leaving your location and what you've got going on, or if you're not getting rain at all, it's good to know. So thank you for doing that. Cayman Islands, rain chance trending down, but at least we still have a chance the next couple of days. Trinidad and Tobago, scattered showers and storms. Some spots may get it, maybe not too far away, not getting it at all. So it just kind of depends. It's not a huge area, but we are going to see that higher chance of rain. Barbados, we've been seeing some of the rain around Barbados and St. Lucia, that elevated 60 to 70% chance the next couple of days. Grenada, we're hoping to get a little more rain moving in. We'll have a chance, even if we don't get some today, we'll have another shot tomorrow. And again, as we get into the rest of the upcoming week, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, rain chance, a steady 50%, scattered showers and storms, 50 to 60% chance in Martinique. Dominica, we've already had some of the rain, about a 60% chance of rain the next few days, and in Guadeloupe, holding on to that 60% chance. Now, northeastern Caribbean, rain chance goes down, or it's not as high as just to the south, but it's starting to come back. We're going to kind of be in between systems. Monday and Tuesday in Antigua and Barbuda, there will be some showers around, and you see in St. Kitts and Nevis and Montserrat. Tuesday, we're up to about a 50% chance, 40% chance Anguilla and St. Bart's, and a 40% chance St. Martin and Saba over towards Statia as we kick off the work week. Scattered showers around, getting into the wet season. Puerto Rico, watching out for some areas of flooding. Giving you that heads up. Thank you for sharing this channel across Puerto Rico. U.S. and British Virgin Islands, 50 to 60% chance, and holding on to a 50% chance in the Bahamas. Really split, as I was showing us in the Bahamas. Drier to the north, better chance of rain the more south you are. Turks and Caicos, we're looking at that 60% chance. Areas of flooding, the Dominican Republic and Haiti. I showed you that batch of rain, where it sets up, and still not quite positive, but where it sets up, that is going to lead to some flooding. We're going to be monitoring that the next couple of days. Belize, rain chance too low, about a 10 to 20% chance. And as we get toward Aruba, Curacao, and Bonaire, the rain chance stays very limited, just kind of in between things as of now. Guyana, rain chance still elevated. We've had the flooding around Guyana and Suriname. I was going through some of the comments overnight, going back and forth with some of you about some of the flooding we've had in Suriname. Rain chance in Cuba, scattered to isolated storms, 30 to 40% chance. Costa Rica and Panama, some spots in Panama have been dry. Others have been seeing a lot of rain. 70% chance Costa Rica and Panama. A 30 to 40% chance in Nicaragua. I broke it down a little bit earlier. Same thing as we work our way toward Honduras. Mexico City, problem is we are too dry. Very dry for the most part the next couple of days. Yucatan and Mexico could get a passing shower, but that would be it. 30% chance in northern Venezuela. And as we get back toward Bermuda, generally dry conditions over the next 3 days. So tracking two main areas with those areas of flooding, which are always a concern. Please use caution at those river crossings. Some mudslides, landslides possible, especially the Dominican Republic and Haiti, as we could get a good batch of rain, or at least I don't know if I should use the term good when I'm talking about mudslides. You know what I mean? A bigger batch of rain moving in. More tropical waves that will be headed our way, that new one coming off the coast of Africa. So thanks for getting the word out about this channel. I'll be going through the comments throughout the day. I hope you're doing well. Have a good rest of your day.